NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the second leg of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Today it's live opening round coverage of the Deutsche Bank Championship. Hello again and welcome. I'm Rich Lerner alongside my friend and colleague Frank Nobila. We're at the TPC Boston here in Massachusetts. And Frank, what kind of a golf course are we facing today?
Big golf course, very much a sort of an inland link style. Gil Hanse and Brad Faxon, they've tweaked it over the last few years. It's been a staple on the FedEx Cup playoffs since 2007. Long and straight.
That's how you do it. Vijay Singh, Charlie Hoffman, and Big Henrik Stenson, they all have one thing in common. They all tied for the low tournament score at TPC Boston, 22 under.
And they're all good. Yeah, this is a golf course that obviously gives in to the longer hitters. And if there's just a little bit of sting taken out of the greens, then these long hitters have a huge advantage.
Well, this one is offline just a bit. Look out. That one is going to end up in the rough. Pretty good result right there, considering...
It looked rough all the way.
Exactly.
Rich, really did.
Okay, good shot on the dance floor. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Been a little too much of that, Frank, just sort of ho-hum pars. Our featured golfer is already 5 holes in. Let's take you out now to the 6th. Early in the round and playing reasonably well. Nothing great, but has certainly not given a whole lot away.
Yeah, and actually a good position to really springboard the round from here.
And now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball's sitting up. You can bring it in high. You can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
This one doesn't look good.
There's water over there.
Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Wow, I thought he made that. Oh, man.
Just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Just a couple of feet. Still playing even for the day after the par. This is a pretty sizable par 5 here, Frank, the 7th.
But it's reachable. There's some mounds down there. If you keep it down the right side, hopefully that tee shot can kick it a little forward. And then that green, angled at about 45 degrees, very reachable.
That's a good start to the hole, right down the middle. Now the second shot to the par 5. Frank, the FedEx Cup playoffs have become so big, so important, and TPC Boston hosting one of those playoff events.
And a chance to get some momentum, too. You've just come off Barclays, so if you can start to string together a couple of good weeks in a row, you'll more than guarantee a start at the Tour Championship.
Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in.
Safely on deck.
Bit surprising, misses the green in regulation here at the par 5.
Yeah, you'd think this is one of the easier holes on the golf course. So now just trying to avoid 6.
All right, now another shot from the rough.
Yeah, this time better be better than the one we just saw.
Well, that's what separates the good players from the great players, the ability to get it that close from that kind of lie. Shouldn't be a problem here. Still even par for the day. Frank, looking at the 8th, par 3 of 213 yards, obviously short, is trouble.
Yeah, that's where it's narrow. Ideally, you want to fly that ball more, sort of at least 10 or 12 yards onto this green, where it starts to widen up. It was almost like that's what he wanted to do, but why would you want it to run over the back? Second shot.
And he's made the green. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Drops it, and he's at even par. Real golfers, by the way, do not eat tuna sandwiches at the turn. They eat a hot dog, right?
Well, yeah, but if you make a mess of 9, then you're making hamburgers.
Right out of the center of the bat.
Did you hear that?
Frank, not the longest hitter, but sometimes you win tournaments by putting it in a good spot, and that's where we are right here, 280 yards out.
Yeah, 280 down the middle of the fairway. That'll never get you in trouble.
Frank, here at the 9th, what are most players trying to do?
Well, you really have to be aware of that bunker. That's about 25 yards short of the green. If you finish up there, that's one of the hardest shots in golf, the long bunker shot. So you've got to carry that, even if you want to run the ball onto this green.
Frank, you like his chances to walk away with a par here?
Well, with a good shot, Rich, yeah, that's certainly on the cards in that. And you think you just write a par down at the end of the hole, don't tell anyone about it. It certainly won't affect the scorecard at the end of the day. So that's the goal right here.
Frank, not just a player, but an artist. Just beautiful work right there.
The only thing I can say, Rich, is that was Seve-esque.
10-foot putt left. That's a par, and that keeps the scorecard clean, still even for the round. Don't forget, second round coverage coming your way tomorrow here on EA Sports for our entire crew. I'm Rich Lerner saying so long for now. NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the second leg of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Today it's live second round coverage of the Deutsche Bank Championship. Second shot, good look at the green. So he didn't hit the green in regulation, but he still has a reasonably good chance to save his par, about 10 feet away. Getting set now over the putt. Never a doubt, looking to make a statement today. Moving on now to the 12th, and Frank, describe this hole for us.
Sneaky good par 4. It's long enough, sort of that 450, 460 mark. Bends a little to the left. Really, you want to be in the middle of fairway here, because that second shot with the green just tilting towards the hazard. One of the toughest second shots you have on the golf course.
That is a really good tee shot right there, Frank.
I think that tipped the 300-yard mark.
This, the second shot here at the par 4. Slight waggle, relaxed arms, ready to go. Strong winds continue to be a factor. Frank, I know you've played all over the world. How much did you enjoy the challenge of playing into a stiff breeze?
Well, it was a chance to separate yourself from the rest of the field, Rich. Just like these conditions we're seeing right now. You've really got to be smart, pick the right shot. If you get too aggressive on a day like today, you'll pay a far more severe price than normal.
Club selection obviously is crucial.
Oh, it's imperative today.
Take an extra club or two, choke down.
Very much so. Even par currently.
Has his par. Back-to-back par fours here at TPC Boston, set to tee off, Frank, at the 13th.
Nice big tee shot here. Once again, suits the long hitters. There's a little bit of a quarry that you've got to carry across.
Beautiful looking shot right here.
Long and straight.
That's how you do it. Strong wind here early in the round. How do you think this is going to affect the players, Frank?
Well, they've got to be clever on club selection and the type of shot they want to hit now.
And he's set up for his second shot here, looking to knock it on the green. Well, it looks as though they're going to need to use all their strength to sort of hack it out of that rough, missing it off the tee here. Frank, better than we thought it was going to be.
Yeah, that looked like it was headed for that thick stuff the whole way, but a little fortunate. But then I guess you're allowed that in this game.
Made par yesterday, this one for birdie. Once considered the best PGA teaching pro in the country, our featured golfer makes birdie and now sits comfortably inside the cut line. Frank, the 14th, this is a dogleg left, 495 yards, another case where the driver will set everything up.
But you have to avoid those mounds on the left. They'll just snag your ball.
Second from an excellent lie. Headed for the bunker? Getting set for this next shot from the rough. What does the player need to be careful of here, Frank?
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they are because, you know, that's not exactly the best lie, but it's sort of doable if you know what you're doing.
Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
Back-to-back birdies. We'll see. Nice birdie and a nice little move on the leaderboard, getting to 2 under par. Now at the par 4 15th, what do you think of this hole, Frank?
I love the strategy involved here. It's not just necessarily a driver off the tee. Smart play often comes on top here because it's a second shot hole. Game's about rhythm. When you have good rhythm, it just looks effortless. To hit the ball 300 yards through the air, that easy.
That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards. Ready for a second shot, trying to knock it on the green. He'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one.
Solid play, heart of the green. Settles in over the putt. That is a solid par putt. Third round coverage comes your way tomorrow on EA Sports. For Frank Nobilo and our entire crew, I'm Rich Lerner saying so long for now. NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the second leg of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Today, it's live third round coverage of the Deutsche Bank Championship. Frank, at 298 yards, the fourth is reachable for just about every professional. What might scare them off?
Well, that bunker on the left, that's really actually a chance to showcase your skills. And that's where you realize how much better professional golfers are. A good bunker play, especially on a hole like 4, and then you will get well rewarded.
This is a great place for a fan to watch, isn't it?
It is. You see so many different short shots around this green. The bunker shots from the left side, if you hit it over the back on the right, the little bump and run through the little valley in the green. Fun hole to watch.
Perfectly placed tee shot will set up an eagle opportunity, but then you see quite a few bogeys made here as well.
Yeah, if you stray a little bit, leave the ball too far short, then you have to play that pitch across the bunker. That's no fun.
Just a bit offline and into the bunker. So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. See if he does it here.
Pretty good shot right there. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Frank, that's a par, and onward we go. Now on to the fifth, and Frank, a pretty challenging par 4.
Yeah, gentle dogleg to the left. There's a short bunker on the right. That's not really in play. You can just see that one on the left. Ideally, just want to hit something around 330 yards to this very difficult green. Got the measurement out there, Rich. Looks like 290 yards.
Frank, the TPC Boston really starts to show its teeth here in the fifth hole.
Yeah, beautiful hole. That green up ahead, though, there's 3 different sections. Obviously, the easy section is that middle one where it just pokes out to the left.
Not terrible, but not his best.
Yeah, outside chance, really, for birdie, but really it was a rather poor approach shot.
Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie. Always 2 components to the long lag putt, the speed, number 1, and then the read. And missed out on that second part.
It's no snack, though.
Just singes the edge, Frank.
Yeah, but at least he's burning the edges. You know you're hitting good putts.
So they'll tap in. Well, too bad. He gives one back. This is one of the most challenging holes on the golf course, Frank. 465-yard par 4 sixth.
Yeah, just hit your tee shot in between those 2 trees. You don't have to be too aggressive. You really do have to hit this ball in the fairway because that green is tucked very close to the water.
Uh-oh, this one's going left, Frank. Pretty good result right there, considering
it looked rough all the way.
Exactly.
Rich, really did. Second shot.
Ooh, nice play right there. That's in pretty close. This one just requires a little bit of focus. Frank, where has that been?
Yeah, thank God for small mercies.
Frank, now a big par 5, the 7th hole.
Yeah, there's an interesting feature on this par 5. About 100 yards short of the green is that huge cross bunker. So a good tee shot, that shouldn't be a problem. Stray a little, and then your mind is definitely on that.
In the fairway, down there about 290. And from the fairway for his second shot here. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special. Safely on deck.
I mean, really on top of his game right now. That was a splendid approach shot. See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. This putt for birdie. Frank, this game will drive you crazy.
Yeah, you can do so many things right, and then just something so simple, completely wrong.
He has this for par. Good roll, solid. That's a par. On to the 8th hole, Frank. Nice par 3.
Yeah, this is where the accurate iron player will definitely get an advantage over the field.
Tugged that one a little bit offline to the left, and he'll pay a bit of a price because that rough is fairly thick. You have to think he'll be happy with that, given that it looked like it was headed right for the rough.
Yeah, it looked like that was the only place it was going to finish, but, well, it's a little bit unexplainable. Let's see what he does from here now. Lucky break.
You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. Getting set now over the putt. That's how you keep a round going. Make them from that distance. Hole number 9, Frank, 472 yards. Good par 4.
Yeah, if you blink, it'll catch you.
Frank, right where you want to be.
Wouldn't be better if it was on a tee.
Frank, golf so often is a game of avoiding something. What do you want to stay away from here at the ninth?
You have to avoid that little pot bunker just short of this green. If the pin's at the back, it's fine. You can fly the ball into the middle of the green. But if the pin's on the front, just make sure you carry that little bunker.
Well, that's how you play the game right there. Knock it on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie. Par yesterday. Now for birdie. Frankie took plenty of time on this birdie putt. He looked at it from 3 different angles. He forgot one very important ingredient.
Yeah, pace. You can definitely fall in love with the line, even with approach shots as well, but obviously we see it more on putting.
Good par. Don't forget the final round comes your way tomorrow. For our entire crew, so long for now. NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the second leg of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Today, it's live final round coverage of the Deutsche Bank Championship. Wait, this could be really good, Frank.
Oh, straight at it.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. And this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards. Looks like he's going to have a go at it here at the par 5, his second shot.
There's a bunker over there.
I think he's headed for it. He got away with one right there. Just missed that bunker.
Yeah, that looked like it was sand the whole way.
He's set up for his third shot here, looking to get it on the green with this. Midway through this back 9, could use this birdie here at the 14th. Birdie putt coming up at a par on this hole yesterday. Well, there's an opportunity wasted.
Just knock it in for a par, and let's forget about this one. Golf is not about perfect, but it's going to hurt the cause.
Now you maintain momentum and make those putts for par. Settled over the ball here at the 15th, 421 yards on this par 4.
Uphill, you can see everything that you have to avoid. Find the green grass in between.
Excellent drive, Frank, right where you want to be. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try. This is a long putt. Really, the key is the speed. If it drops, that's a bonus. So a long putt there and just didn't read it quite right. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. I thought that was in.
Yeah, it looked good. I mean, line, pace. It's hard to be critical of that.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Drops it in. Frank, here at the 16th, you really see this sort of New England character, don't you?
Yeah, that stone wall now protects that sort of two-tiered green. And it sort of showcases the golf course. It just fits in beautifully with what Hans and Faxon have done to the golf course.
Well, look out. This could be wet, Frank.
It's heading towards the hazard.
Just averted danger right there. So close.
Why does he have all the luck?
Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie. On the way. Yeah, he's going to love that one, Frank. Sensational effort.
Oh, just eat that up.
Frank, the 17th here at TPC Boston underwent quite a radical change.
Yeah, that renovation and that redesign that they did, it changed the character of the hole, but they still kept that big mound in the middle of the green. So that second shot is still punishing if you misjudge it.
And players nursing a lead, they might want to think about playing it safe down the right side, but if you're trying to make up some ground, you could try to fly the church pews that divide the fairway into two sections, and that would give you a nice short wedge in.
Yeah, give you a short wedge in, but really the risk, is it worth it?
Shot now from the rough. Frank, what's he facing?
Well, the lie first and foremost. If it's sitting down, then obviously you're not going to get a very good contact. Nothing wrong with coming up a little bit short of the green. Problem is turning one mistake into another.
Frank, obviously way too much club there.
You've got to think something like that, or at least misread the wind. This is never going to sit down.
Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
It's a big putt right here. for birdie. That's a head scratcher, no other way to put it. That close to the green and misses it badly to the right. Frank, that's a par, and onward we go. Frank, the 18th here at TPC Boston has generated a lot of buzz through the years, hasn't it?
It has, and those changes have just made this finishing hole so much better. The fact that they've narrowed up the front of the green, they've made that left side more severe. Now you can't bail out on the left. If you do, it's an awful little pitch or even a putt up the hill.
The addition of that putt bunker, Frank, how has that changed the hole?
Well, if you stray off the tee or find one of those bunkers with your tee shot, you really have to be aware of exactly the distance that little pot bunker is away. Because if you just sort of whack it out of the bunker and lay it up there, you find the next bunker, then you're in trouble.
Great strike and a great result. Sitting up, good chance to attack the flag. And he steps up to take this shot from the fairway. Giant putter heads, fat grips. What's happening with putter technology these days, Frank?
One of the things they've done is face balance. That means the putter face doesn't rotate around, especially when it's not hit perfectly. So a putter that doesn't move around as much means it's going to stay squarer. A putter that stays squarer means the ball's going to go on line more.
Frank, ball is in the rough here. What are the problems on this next shot?
Well, this is really where the skill level comes in. This is where the good player separates himself from the rest.
Coming out of the rough and right up next to the hole. This one just requires a little bit of focus. Made a good run at birdie. He'll have to focus now. Try to walk away with the par. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Oh, I thought he had that. Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. So they'll tap in. Frank, it has been that kind of a tournament. Another bogey. Well, Frank, that wraps up, as they say here in Boston, another wicked good round.
Yeah, maybe it's not the Yankees or the Red Sox, but it's one of the best courses in the area.
No doubt about it, my friend. And for all of us here at EA Sports, this is Rich Lerner for Frank Nobilo saying, until next time. EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the third leg of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Today, it's live opening round coverage of the Orlando Classic. Welcome to the King's Palace. This is Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo, set to bring you all the action for EA Sports. Today, we're here at Arnold Palmer's Bay Hill Club and Lodge. Frank, it's right in the heart of Orlando, Florida. You've played this course before. What do you need to look out for?
Ideally, you've got to hit the ball with a high, soft landing flight, which is not a shot that most amateurs have in their bag. But Florida courses, they differ from a lot of the other courses within North America, and what they lack in change of elevation, they make up in difficulty by the use of water and very firm greens.
It is a par 72 with a tough finishing stretch. Just a good solid tee shot right there, about 280 yards. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
That one is bunker bound, it looks like. In the bunker, still with a chance for an up and down. In the green side bunker, Frank, little bit of a problem. You see that kind of work from the bunker, you think of the greats like Seve Ballesteros and Gary Player, the best bunker players of all time. Locked in on the read and the speed. Wow, I thought he made that. Struggling a bit with the flat stick and a drop shot here at the 15th hole.
Even par currently.
So that's a bogey, and now to 1 over par for the tournament. We've seen guys through the years blow the tournament right on this hole.
Yeah, if you get a little too greedy here, you try and make eagle. It's sometimes with a good tee shot, it's an easy 4, but a 3 brings 7 into play. Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. We moved that one out there, but he is not going to like the lie.
That moved down in the rough.
Second shot from the rough. It's on the way. So missed the fairway, and now he's back where he needs to be.
Yeah, minimize the problems.
All right, Frank, now the third shot here to this par 5 16th. Still thinking birdie, aren't you?
Yeah, over the years, though, a lot of guys have actually tried to land their third shot past the flag and spin it back a little bit. That's the safer way to play this hole, and certainly the most rewarding way to play the third shot. Safely on deck.
Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Oh, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
will make birdie if this drops. So begins the climb back. Frank, this is a great hole through the years to watch when the pressure is ratcheted up deep into a round. That is all you want at more than 220 yards.
Plays slightly shorter because it's downhill. The bunker's on the left in play. Even the bunker short ride, and of course the water, if you just miss it a bit, that's in play. And the green shapes away from you. This has to be the most difficult par 3 on the golf course.
Headed for the bunker, I think. Oh my goodness, that could have been really bad.
Can you imagine if that kicks towards the bunker?
Back-to-back birdies, we'll see. Missed on that one, Frank.
Yeah, not a problem.
Nudge this one home, finish it up. Well, not in contention, but in for par. Frank, now one of the signature holes here at Bay Hill. It's the 18th, scene of quite a bit of history through the years.
Yeah, if you can hit a tee shot around 300 yards, it's going to give you about 150 in. So that's the goal here. The tee shot, wide fairway, but once again, second shot.
Nicely played shot, about 310 yards down the fairway. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Really good distance control there, playing well to his strengths. And getting ready for the putt. Makes the putt and goes to 1 under. Second round coverage coming your way tomorrow. For our entire crew, I'm Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo. So long for now. EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the third leg of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Today, it's live second-round coverage of the Orlando Classic. We're at one of the premier stops on the PGA Tour in Orlando, Florida. It's the Bay Hill Club and Lodge, the house that Arnold Palmer built. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for Golf Channel and EA Sports.
And Bay Hill, of course, the Arnold Palmer Invitational has been really the staple in the Florida swing on the PGA Tour.
Action is underway, and we'll take you out to hole number 4. Even par through the early portion of this second round. Frank, not a bad spot.
Yeah, sort of rocking on ready, sitting on go. That's what it looks like right now. What a great shot.
That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards. Looks like he's going to have a go at it here at the par 5, his second shot. Tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
Setting up for an approach shot here. On the green, and a chance for birdie. Par yesterday, now for birdie. Has it, now sitting at 2 under par for the tournament. Frank, at the 4th, we pulled the hammer out. Here, maybe it's a scalpel?
Well, it just depends. A little trailing breeze. A drive is not always a bad play here. 367 yards to the front. There's a little kick forward. So, wind behind your back, almost worth a go.
He pays a price for that.
Yeah, when you don't see the top of the ball in the rough, you know it's not sitting pretty. Going to need a bit of force to extract one out of there.
Second shot coming out of the rough here. Coming out of the rough and right up next to the hole. Frank going for another birdie here.
Just to get on a real roll. How did that miss?
Are you kidding me? I mean, that one was dead center. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Good par. Frank, the 6th hole here at Bay Hill, this is not the hole you want to be playing if you have a case of the snap hooks, is it?
No, snap hooks, you'll never leave the tee. Dozen balls, you'll still be gone.
He makes a great pass at the golf ball. It's powerful, but it's rhythmic at the same time.
Oh, that's it. New member of the 300-yard club.
Good poke right there. And now the second shot here at this par 5. Frank had hit the green, but just didn't have enough backspin.
You wonder what he's thinking on that.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Birdie try up next. See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. This putt for birdie. Well, that would have been a bonus had it gone in, but still, reasonable chance for par here.
Yeah, there's no damage. You're not going to birdie every hole.
He's made it. Now at the par 3 7th, Frank is just under 200 yards.
But it's still quite daunting. A very narrow entry on that left side. So you've got to hit the ball flush off the tee. Really guarantee a carry of that over that right bunker. So it's still a daunting tee shot.
We just saw a player in total control of what he's doing. Didn't miss a green in regulation all day long. Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
Always two components to the long lag putt, the speed, number one, and then the read. And missed out on that second part. Locked in on the read and the speed. Has his par. Let's move on to the 8th, and Frank, what's ahead here?
Big par 4, just over 450 yards. Ideally, you want to get it down by that bunker where it's nice and flat, because that second shot, you know what's coming up.
Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
Well, that is a really good tee shot right there, Frank.
I think that tipped the 300-yard mark.
Frank, this is just a pleasure to watch. A player hitting on all cylinders at the top of his game.
Notice it's just flowing too. There's not a lot of deep analysis going through his mind. Just one step in front of the other. If your swing's there, you don't have to find it. If your putting stroke's there, you don't have to find it. Just let it happen.
Not looking good, Frank.
I think it's wet.
So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. See if he does it here.
Well, that's what separates the good players from the great players, the ability to get it that close from that kind of lie. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
It's a consistent theme here at Bay Hill, if you can carry it 300 yards.
Bay Hill always favors the longer hitter.
Headed for the bunker? Well, the tee shot has landed in the bunker. "180 yards away, ready to play the second shot. Out of the sand and back on the fairway.
Yeah, good shot. Just really utilized that little bit between the ears. Realized he couldn't reach the green and instead opted for fairway.
Third shot, looking for a good one. Frank, I think that's going in the bunker.
Looks like it.
That one is in the bunker. Not enough on that one.
Yeah, it just seemed to baby it.
Well, in the sand, but it has been raked nicely, looking for something positive. Been a little too much of that, Frank, just sort of ho-hum pars. Frank, that wraps up another great day of golf here at the Bay Hill Club and Lodge. Always enjoy it.
Yeah, it's always a great test. Win, lose, or draw, you've played the King's Golf Course.
Couldn't have said it better myself. From all of us here at EA Sports, I'm Rich Lerner. For Frank Nobilo, until next time. EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the third leg of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Today it's live third-round coverage of the Orlando Classic. One of the famous layouts on the PGA Tour is the Bay Hill Club and Lodge. This is the King's Palace. Arnold Palmer built it, Frank, in the 1970s.
And for so long it has been the showcase for Orlando golf. Oh, beautiful swing, and the result is every bit as good. Long and straight.
That's how you do it. This has really been a challenge all day long with these winds coming from different directions, changing speeds. It's gone from 15 upwards to 25 miles per hour. Really a test for the players. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
On the green in regulation. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Frank well off the pace, but the true professionals, they keep digging, trying to get better. Frank, now to the fifth. What's the strategy here at this shorter par 4?
Well, if you want to flex your muscles, Rich, take it over that left bunker. With a little trailing breeze, you might even get close to the green.
That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards. Frank, nice to have a short iron into a par 4 here at Bay Hill, but still no guarantee that you'll make the birdie or even par.
But a reward for a good one, exactly the way you've described it. This is one hole that's a swing hole. Hit a good shot in here, you're going to have inside 10, 15 feet for a birdie. Make a mistake, then all of a sudden you're scratching your head. How did I make 5?
He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try. Pretty long putt right here. You'd be happy to get it to within 2-3 feet. Pretty good stroke right there. Just hit it through the break.
Well, it's that sort of distance. If it goes in, it's a bonus.
Trying to stay steady, make a par. In for par. Frank, back in 1998, by any chance, do you remember exactly how many golf balls John Daly hit into the water at the 6th?
It was half a dozen. Half a box of golf balls. What a great shot. Oh, that's fine. Oh, that's got to be 300 yards, isn't it?
Frank, this is still a mind blower to me. Tiger won the Arnold Palmer Invitational at Bay Hill 4 times in a row from 2000 to 2003. You've played the game at the highest level. How hard is that?
It's almost unimaginable to Rich because, Bay Hill changes each and every year when they have the tournament. But there was always also the look of resignation of the other players. There's never really been a golf course that really suits Tiger Woods any better. He hits the ball a long way. He hits it high. Greens are firm and fast. It's just built for him. And not only has he won it 4 times in a row, it's 8 total now.
You wouldn't call that a miss hit, but it wasn't his best. That one just sort of drifted right a long ways from the flagstick. Playing his 3rd here at the par 5. So the eagle goes begging and still has this for birdie. Birdie putt coming up. Had a par on this hole yesterday. Frank, how much does that birdie help the cause?
Well, it doesn't look like much right now, Rich, just sneaking inside the top 20. But at the end of the day, that might be the one that turned the tide.
Frank, the good news as you come to the 7th after that beast of a par 5 is that it's just under 200 yards and there's no water.
Yeah, it's not as long as the second, but it's just as demanding. Very narrow entry into this green.
Frank, where's this one headed?
Well, might just catch the left side of the green. On the dance floor, but it's going to be a long way away from the band.
Not terrible, but not his best.
Yeah, outside chance, really, for birdie, but really, it was a rather poor approach shot.
That's a head scratcher. No other way to put it. That close to the green and misses it badly to the right. He's putting for bogey now. That's a bogey. Frank, how about the 8th par 4, one of the more intriguing setups?
Ideally, you want to just work your tee shot away from that bunker. But this is one fairway you must hit because it's one of the toughest second shots on the golf course.
He makes a great pass at the golf ball. It's powerful, but it's rhythmic at the same time. Just an ideal lie, Frank. What can he do from here?
Well, if he takes advantage of the tee shot now and goes at this flag, then he'll certainly gain on the field.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
This won't hurt him. Good, clean contact and a nice result. And a chance for birdie coming up. See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. This putt for birdie. Well, Frank, it's our job to get excited.
You can't when you leave it short, though.
I'm sad.
He's making my job hard.
He's made it. Day 3, and what a tournament this is shaping up to be, Frank.
Quite simply, great weather, great golf, great fans, which is the perfect mix for a golfer trying to win a tournament. The final round, if this is anything to go by, has to just be sensational.
EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the third leg of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Today, it's live final round coverage of the Orlando Classic. Hello again and welcome. Rich Slaughter alongside my friend Frank Nobilo. We're in sunny Orlando, Florida, at the house that Arnold built, Arnold Palmer's Bay Hill Club and Lodge. And Frank, where are some of the scoring opportunities today?
Par 5s are certainly gettable at Bay Hill. You have to, really, because the par 3s are very, very difficult. That's really the go-to. The standard of the greens, though, in Florida are always good. Bay Hill, they run normally at a good speed, so you can certainly make a few putts. But, yeah, par 5s are the place to make your score at Bay Hill.
What was he thinking there?
I have no earthly idea.
So from the rough back to the fairway, that's the right way to go.
Yeah, didn't take the bait. And at least now he's only going to play the price of a poor tee shot. Still got a good chance, though, getting away with par.
Try to scramble here. He's given himself a chance for par. This is a 9-footer. Frank, that's a par. Onward we go. We've seen guys through the years blow the tournament right on this hole.
Yeah, if you get a little too greedy here, you try and make eagle. It's sometimes with a good tee shot, it's an easy 4, but a 3 brings 7 into play.
Excellent looking shot here. Good contact, good result. Frank, golf may be the best sport to follow from this standpoint. You can get closer to the great athlete in golf than you can in any other sport. You could stand 5 feet from Tiger Woods at a tee box as he's getting ready to drive. I mean, that's really unusual in sports.
Yeah, it's a different type of spectator sport, especially if you follow your favourite player all the way around the golf course. Because it's not like waiting for your favourite hitter in a baseball game. You know, you've got to wait several innings. You can literally see him hit every single shot, drive through the putt.
Big swing right there, and a great result. And now a chance for a big swing in momentum with an eagle coming up. This one just requires a little bit of focus.
Well, Rich, if there's something to be taken out of this tournament, then it's that right there. Eagle. They've been hard to come by.
Maybe you can build on that. Frank, par 3 17th here at Bay Hill. How difficult is this hole?
This one takes your best tee shot, Rich. Otherwise, you're just looking at 4 or 5. This one's going left, Rich.
Not knocking down the flagstick here, but looks as though it will find the green. About 25 feet from the cup. Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
How does that not go in?
Amazing. Stroke looked good. Line looked good. Just did not take that final break. Oh, how did that miss?
Are you kidding me? I mean, that one was dead center. Hard to be perfect in this game. That's a bogey. Frank, this is a stout finishing hole, the 18th, isn't it?
Yeah, it finishes that great run of 16, 17, and 18, and so many times we've seen disaster and triumph just on those final 3 holes.
That's a good spot right there.
Center cut.
Frank, that swing looks lively and strong.
Oh, they had to fly 300, and it's close to 310.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Good looking shot right here. I mean, that's how the game is played, right there.
He's just making it look so easy. That birdie coming up, formality.
Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie. Frank, well off the pace, but the true professionals, they keep digging, trying to get better. Frank, always nice to test yourself at one of the game's great venues, the Bay Hill Club and Lodge. What a day.
Yeah, and you know you've played a golf course where the PGA Tour has visited for so many years. So you, like the best players in the world, great opportunity to test your skills.
For Frank Nobilo and all of us here at EA Sports, I'm Rich Lerner saying so long until next time.